So I can't stand people who are always right. And we all know someone like this. So a viewer commented that he doesn't know what to do about his friend who is like always not only always right, but goes on and on and on about it. Like you say that the color is blue, they say it's black, and they will argue it till kingdom come that the color is black. So what do you say? Well, don't argue. That's not going to work. They're just going to get more and more riled up. So every time they do this and they get on their tangent and they're going on and on, just say, okay, and give them this look like, oh, now this again. And then change the subject. Because you shouldn't have to put up with it. You got to let them know in a subtle way. I mean, I'm sure you've tried to explain, look, you're not always right. And that's not your best character trait. You're constantly saying, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, I'm never wrong, you're always wrong. Oh, and they're pretty stubborn these types, and they're not going to get it. So you just have to be like, okay, now this again. And just give them that look like, oh, here we are again. Okay. And then they're going to get annoyed, of course. But every time you do this, they're going to realize, oh, yeah, I'm beating that point to death, and maybe I'm not always right. And maybe it's okay to disagree, agree to disagree, meet somewhere in the middle. And if you could, when they're a little more calm, explain, look, you just always have to be right. And sometimes no one's right. Maybe you could explain it that way so that it's not like they're pushing you and you're pushing back, because that's what it comes down to. They have to be right because you're saying I'm right and they're saying they're right, and no one's meeting in the middle. So if you could say, sometimes no one's right, and that's more of a conciliatory tone, they're gonna be like, you know what, maybe that'll get me farther, rather than beating this point to death every single time and alienating people in the process.